Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Nia Ulandari. My student number is 240107214. I'm from class TBI 4F. So, before I start my video, let me ask you a simple question. After you throw away a plastic bottle, do you think it really disappears? Or does it stay somewhere, slowly harming the environment? So, in this video, I will talk about something we use every day but rarely think about: plastic. Through two videos, we will see how plastic is created, how it becomes a global problem, and what actually happens after we throw it away. The first video explains how plastic completely changes human life. Plastic is made from synthetic polymers created from crude oil because it is cheap, durable, lightweight, and easy to shape. Plastic quietly became one of the most widely used materials in the world. Today, almost everything we use contains plastic, from clothes to household items. However, the video also shows that this convenience comes with a cost. Plastic is so durable that it does not easily break down. Yet we use it mostly for single-use products. This creates a huge contradiction. We use a long-lasting material for short-term purpose. The second video focuses on what happens after plastic is thrown away. It tells the story of three plastic bottles with different endings. One ends up in a landfill, one pollutes the ocean, and one gets recycled. Through this story, we can clearly see that plastic does not disappear. Instead, it continues to exist and impact the environment in different ways. There are several facts that I found very shocking and important. First, plastic takes around 500 to 1000 years to decompose. This means that every plastic item we use today might still exist long after we are gone. This is what makes plastic pollution extremely serious. Second, humans have produced about 8.3 billion tons of plastic, and most of it has already become waste. What worse is that only 9% of plastic is recycled. This shows that recycling alone is not enough to solve the problem. Most plastic still ends up in landfills or in nature. Every year, about 8 million tons of plastic enter the ocean. In this continuous, plastic could outweigh fish in the future. Another alarming issue is microplastic. There are around 50 trillion microplastic particles in the ocean, and they can enter the food chain, from small organisms to fish, and eventually to humans. The first video used a cause and effect structure. It explains how plastic is created, why it became popular, and how it leads to environmental problems. This structure helps the audience understand the problem logically. On the other hand, the second video used a chronological structure. It follows the journey of plastic step by step, from production to disposal. This storytelling approach makes the issue more relatable and easier to imagine. In my opinion, both structures are effective, but they influence the audience in different ways. Now, let's explore some what-if scenarios. First, what if John Wesleyan had never invented celluloid in 1863? How would the world be different? Plastic might not have developed as quickly as it did today. People would probably use more natural materials like wood, glass, or metal. This could reduce plastic pollution significantly. However, life might also be less practical because plastic helps make products cheaper and more accessible. For the second, what if all 3 bottles from video 2 end up like bottle 3, which is recycled? What would change? I think the environment would be much cleaner. There would be less plastic waste in landfills and oceans, and fewer animals would be harmed by plastic pollution. After watching both videos, I realized something very important. Plastic is not the main enemy. The real problem is human behavior, how we use plastic and how we dispose of it. Second, what if all 3 bottles from video 2 end up like bottle 3, which is recycled? What would change? I think the environment would be much cleaner. There would be less plastic waste in landfills and oceans, and fewer animals would be harmed by plastic pollution. In addition, recycling would reduce the need to produce new plastic. This is a serious issue that requires both awareness and action. From now on, I will try to be more responsible. I will reduce plastic use, reuse what I can, and recycle whenever possible. Because small action, when done consistently, can create a big impact. Now, plastic is everywhere, in the ocean, in animals, and even inside our bodies. That's all for my video critical review. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video can increase our awareness about plastic pollution. Let's start from ourselves. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.